It's black and white. It's black and white.
When did you start acting? How did you even get into acting in the first place?
It's a very funny experience, though. A very funny one, because I'd never thought in my whole life that I'll be an actor. When I was growing up, I knew I'll be a bank manager somewhere. No, not a bank manager, a soldier somewhere, a general one day. So when I got to Form 4, I said, okay, let me get into banking. I was interested in doing banking and finance when I was introduced into commerce.
Yeah.
So everything changed. But one thing that changed a lot of things around me was when I was in Form 3, when this group of girls wanted to do a drama in school, and they asked the guy who was supposed to do it. On that day, did not come. So they went to the discipline master and spoke with him. And he asked them, who do you think can replace that guy? They said China. They came to China. China refused. They went to the discipline master and said China has refused. And then they met me and said, China. And that man, till date, I give him the respect of the identity of China as an actor. He said, China, I will give you 24 on your spinal cord if you don't report to my office immediately. That's how I did the drama, and it earned me the famous Pa Joshua name in the whole of Imperial Academy of Arts and Science in Pacifico. And I was in Form 3. 3 years later, a group of people were planning to do a film. And they said, Pa Joshua, we're going to go find that guy. By that same name, somebody called me and said, Pa Joshi. I said, yes, how are you? Fine. Come and meet us so we have something for you. That was how I started. Then Edimofor Charles, a great friend of mine in Tico, introduced me to that group of people. And that was how I got myself on the very first set that until date I've not watched what I did. But that which I did, that period, taught me a lot. Gave me another zeal to exploit something, to go in for great explore. So that's how I dived. And that cost me my advanced level a year later.
It cost you your advanced level?
Yeah, I wrote advanced level twice.
Oh boy.
Just because of filmmaking.
You know, things like that really explain the reason why some of our parents don't want to hear that you are doing movies or you are doing film, because they'll tell you you are leaving your studies to go and do film. That is that you have paid the GCE now.
And that's exactly how my mother reacted. She said, if nothing you want to do, tell me, my fine money, say me, go Nigeria, go do them for day. I said, Mami, no, so the worker. Leave me. And that's how I got into it. When I had my advanced level, I moved to Yaoundé. I got into SWA. I met a lot of people. Akime Leone, Fongu, Claudia, Dinganuela. We all had this rehearsal session every evening in SWA. That alone built me.
Yeah. Well, I guess SWA has always been like the melting pot for upcoming movie people or movie makers in Yaoundé, right?
Great actors generated from SWA.
Yeah. Huh. That's strange. But anyways, yeah. So I see that. So you have been acting for how long now?
I can say, let me do the maths. It should be like since 2010 that I have been into the field. But I think I started getting what I wanted by 2014 when I actually engaged fully into filmmaking.
So 2010 to 2014.
It's
2010 to 2014. That's like 14 years. That's 4 years, right?
That's 4 years.
Yeah, that's 4 years. In order to even start getting into the doors or into the places where you want to get to.
Yeah.
And then fast forward now to 2024. How has it been going?
10 years. And I feel like I'm not there yet. I'm still working really hard every day, every night.
Hey people, I wanted to take a brief break from this conversation, and I hope you're enjoying it just as much as I am. And there are two things I wanted to talk about. Firstly, did you know that 99% of the people that are watching this podcast on YouTube are not subscribed? Which is a high chance that you who is watching right now is not subscribed. But first, I really want to thank you, first of all, for watching the podcast in the first place. And number two, guys, hit the subscribe button. hit that subscribe button, man, and it's gonna be really, really amazing. The second thing is, if you're a bride or a groom preparing your wedding and still looking for a team of professional photographers and videographers to cover your special day, I would like to encourage you to give us a call and let us have a chat. The Chapnik Pictures team here has over a decade of experience capturing from very intimate weddings to large and very chaotic ones. I'll make sure to put a link in the description so you can contact us on WhatsApp, so we can have a chat, see if we are a good fit for each other. Now, let's get back into that conversation.
Well, I was at the CRTV the other day for photography day, and Mr. Nkembe, the journalist, asked me a question which I guess I'm going to be asking everybody now. He asked me, so if he asked me if photography is bankable in Cameroon, and I'm going to ask you the same question: is filmmaking or is acting bankable in Cameroon? Because I think I've been among a few filmmakers, a few actors and actresses, and I usually tell them, or from the way that I see it, there's not a lot of money in I don't know how they manage sometimes to make it into a career without it making you the kind of money that is going to be able to sustain you. I could be wrong, that's why I'm asking you. So I'm usually like, you probably need to stand for something, you probably need to use that as a funnel to sell something, or to sell, say, your business, or to be offering services like an MC and stuff like that. And that is the kind of thing that actually gives you a certain value and a certain respectability in order to do something which is skillful, like, or other skills and services which are more relatable, like MCing or like some other, I don't know, like modeling or something like that. But so I ask you, that is just the way that I see it. So I ask you again, is acting bankable in Cameroon?
That question alone is very, very intriguing. It's and is something that I will not just say no, and I won't say yes. But now let me bring it to a very good and a perfect position. Entertainment in Cameroon is very, very, very bankable.
Okay.
Yeah, and filmmaking, which is just an aspect under entertainment, is very bankable. Okay. Now, acting, which is a part of filmmaking, is bankable. Maybe you should understand the differences I've made. Entertainment is very, very, very bankable. Filmmaking is very bankable. And acting is bankable. Now, there are many other things you have to put as an actor. Trust me, looking at the way the industry is, I'll tell everybody who is admiring all the actors they are seeing on screen every day that not all that glitters is gold. Yes, trust me. We have sacrificed so much to give you the comfort of watching us from the screen. And you don't know the pain we are going through. Now, to make it easy for us, I'll tell every actor, engage into something. Not like engage into anything, into something that can actually add more value to you, your personality as an actor. Now, when you invest in something that add value to your personality as an actor, your market value increases. But as an actor, you're not doing anything, your market value drops, because there's some additional values that come upon you when you are charged of other things. People in Cameroon say acting is the most irresponsible profession. But trust me, it is a very noble profession. But to sink into it, to invest into it, do not invest only in entertainment. Invest in filmmaking, you'll be greater. Invest in entertainment, you'll be very, very great. And above all, invest in yourself.
Right. So if there's this young actor and he was like looking for some sort of a blueprint to make his dream or to make his effort into acting bankable, would that blueprint be, according to you?
Yeah.
Give us a small summary. I'm sure it's a lot of things, but give us a small summary, maybe a few bullet points.
A few bullet points I'll definitely give, because I have like 7 people under my management so far.
Okay.
So I always tell them, acting will not make you rich.
Okay.
Acting will never make you rich. Acting will steal from you. A lot in this country, it will steal from you. Acting stole family time from me. Acting stole my advanced level the first year. Acting cost me 1 more year in SWA. Acting cost me a lot. It has stolen from me a lot. But I stayed consistent. Now, not only on that point, acting, on other things, filmmaking in general. To be able to be recognized as an actor, a filmmaker, to be able to be recognized as a director, these are other values you're adding when someone wants to call you as an actor. And now it is increasing your paycheck as an actor. Now, when you get a business you're doing, when you have your own business you're doing, I don't know what kind of business, but once you have a business you're doing, you start to see how your life reshapes into something very, very meaningful. It adds more value to you, more value to your personality. It makes you it takes away the vulnerability from you. Now, when you speak to people, they listen to you. When filmmakers and actors sit and talking, they recognize you, even if you have 2 films to your credit, because you've built your personality. You've built a personality that most of them can't measure to. You know, it's all about profiling. How do you sell yourself? That will make your audience want to buy you expensively or cheap. So I believe that with the people I'm training, I'm always making sure that they don't make the same mistakes I made. I made a lot of mistakes, and I teach them every day. Do like this, do like that. Don't do like this, because I've already crossed those bridges. I try as much as possible for them not to cross those bridges while swimming in the water. They should cross by walking on the bridge that I now, Chana, who walk past those situations, build for them. So you just have to be under the leadership of someone who actually knows the act of following. The act of following. Trust me, at one point in time, I had to copy everything Jeff Epule was doing.
So he was like a mentor to you?
Yes, he has always been. Ever since I met him 2013, I've always been looking up to that guy. And Epule and Desmond White. I've always been looking up to those 2. So along the line, I discovered people like Denzel Washington, like Mark Wahlberg, like Johnny Depp. These people all are part of me.
Anyway, or maybe another thing would be they should probably also learn high income paid skills like MC.
Yes, I teach them, please. My days are coming to an end. I need people who sit in my shoes, because it is high time people ought to realize the aspect of grooming up new talents to replace them, because you will be replaced one day.
Sure.
So let somebody that you brought into the game replace you. It gives you more respect, and the person respects you more than somebody that you know nothing about takes your spot, and you be like, you cannot even say a word in front of the person. Look, teach me to how to do them. No talk for me. You've lost it all. So that's my idea. Bring up the youth strongly. Teach them your values. Teach them what and who you are. So tomorrow when you sit on your retirement chair and you're watching them, you have the confidence that they are doing exactly what you want.
Right.
Thank you for watching this clip from Your Perfect Wedding Podcast. Click here to watch another clip, or click here to watch the full video.